say batch testing and data-driven testing in Selenium. Batch testing and data-driven testing in Selenium. Batch testing and data-driven testing. Okay, Virat. Batch testing and data-driven testing within batch testing. See, first, batch testing. You know what is batch testing? Executing series of tests or group of tests or bunch of tests. It is one advantage of test automation. If it is manual testing, for each and every test case execution, human user interaction is mandatory. In test automation, without human user interaction, test tool can execute series of tests continuously. See, it is one advantage of test automation. See, executing series of tests. Next, one more concept, data-driven testing. Data-driven testing. It is also one of the advantage of test automation or automated testing. Testing the same functionality with multiple sets of test data. If it is manual testing, for every iteration, user interaction is mandatory. If it is test automation, we can use test data file as a resource. Tool can execute multiple iterations without user interaction. See, executing the same functionality with multiple sets of test data, executing the same functionality with multiple sets of test data. Batch testing, executing series of tests. See, you know, purpose of data-driven testing. Purpose of data-driven testing. Ritesh, what is the purpose of data-driven testing?
Sir, executing the same functionality with multiple sets of data.
See, that is what is data-driven testing. Why data-driven testing? Suppose for one input my application is responding fine. Why I need to test with multiple inputs? Same functionality.
Sir, to test all kind of scenarios like
positive and negative testing.
Yep.
See, primary purpose of data-driven testing is positive and negative testing. Next, primary purpose of batch testing is without user interaction, executing series of tests continuously, means one by one. Okay. Next.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Batch testing in Selenium. See, in two ways we can conduct batch testing in Selenium. First one, batch testing using testing framework. Batch testing using testing framework. Either JUnit or TestNG. If we use Java platform, if we use .NET platform, NUnit. Okay, batch testing using testing framework annotations. This we will discuss later. Annotations. Another possibility without framework, say batch testing without using testing framework, testing framework annotations. See, using programming features we can conduct using programming, either Java or other languages. Okay. Next, here I am taking 3 or 4 test cases and batch testing. Observe test cases. Just a minute. Test cases. Uh, Before that, AUT. AUT stands for application under test. See, GCR shop web portal. Okay, you know the URL gcrit.com/build3 build3 admin interface. Okay. Next, test cases. I'm taking some test cases. First one, admin login. Admin login functionality. Admin login functionality. Next, verify manufacturer. See, just a minute. Verify admin login functionality. Next, verify manufacturers link existence. Link is element. Verify manufacturers link existence. Existence in index page. Index page. Index page of the application. When we get index page after login to application. Next, verify redirect functionality. Verify redirect. Verify, just a minute. Verify redirect functionality between admin and user interfaces. User interfaces. These 3 are normal test cases and one data driven test case. See, data driven testing within batch testing. 3 normal test cases, single iteration. 4th one, multiple iterations. See, data driven testing for login, admin login. Admin login functionality. Okay. See, just observe. Prithvipal, did you understand the requirement?
Yes, sir, I do.
Just a minute, I will show. See, our AUT application under test is GCR Shop Web Portal. In that admin interface, gcrit.com build 3 admin. In this first test case, admin login. Enter agent name, username, enter password. Next, click login button. What is the problem? Admin at 123. Click login button. After that, you can get this index page. By checking the URL, you can confirm login functionality. This is one test case. Next test case, after login, verify the link existence. Here observe, manufacturer's link available. Manufacturer's element. Click this one. Using this manufacturers, all of you put mute. Put mute. Suleiman.
Okay. Okay.
Put mute. Some background noise from your side. Put mute. Say. Manufacturer's link available. Using this manufacturer's feature, you can insert manufacturers, means add manufacturer, edit existing manufacturer, delete manufacturer. Add, edit, delete manufacturers. Okay, this is second test case. Next, third test case, redirect to user interface from admin interface. See, first login. After login, here online catalog link is there. This is relation. This link redirects to user interface. Click this link. See, redirecting to user interface. See, by checking this URL, user interface URL, gcrit.com, just build 3 admin interface /admin extra. Okay, na? This is verifying redirection. Okay, na, Prithvipal? Test cases. Supriya?
Yes, sir. Sir, these are different test cases, right?
Yes, different test cases.
Okay, sir.
Okay. What is the problem?
No, sir, nothing.
Okay.
I just want to confirm.
Yes, different test cases only. First one, login, admin login functionality. Second one, checking the existence of an element. Third one, redirecting from admin interface to user interface. 3 different test cases. We are going to execute. We are going to execute as batch, test batch. Okay, na?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
All of you familiar with these functionalities? All of you put mute, avoid the disturbance. First one, verify admin login functionality. Verify admin login functionality. You know the test steps. Test steps. Saloni, tell me the test steps for admin login in admin interface. First step, launch the browser. Launch the browser. Mamata, you continue. Saloni not responding.
Sir, sorry, sir. Launch the browser, then navigate to.
Navigate. Navigate to just a minute. Admin interface. What is that admin interface URL? Just a minute. Navigate to admin interface. You take this URL. Next,
Enter username.
enter username. All of you put mute except Saloni. Enter username. Next,
Yeah, enter password.
enter password.
Click login.
Click login button. Click login button. These are the normal steps. Next, input data. Input data.
Input
Username.
username and password. Yeah.
Username. Input data. Admin. Next, password. Admin at 123. Next, verification point. Just positive testing. Verification point. Earlier, yesterday we discussed positive and negative verification points. This time only positive verification point. Next, what is the verification point here? Capture.
Capture the URL. Yeah.
Capture the current URL means after login. Current
And compare. Sorry.
and compare
Compare with expected.
with the expected. And compare with expected. Next, expected URL. Expected URL. You execute this functionality manually. Admin at 123. Click login. You take this URL. This is our expected URL.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. Next, inspect elements. Inspect elements. Say in this test case, we are going to operate 3 elements. URL is not the element. 3 elements. What are the 3 elements? First element username, next password, next login button. Inspect those elements. Inspect, just a minute. Oh, just install Firebug. I formatted my system. Install Firebug for Firefox. Add to Firefox. Install successfully. Next, relaunch. Now Firebug available. Simple plugin. Next, suppose Firepath plugin. Add to Firefox. Install, restart. Okay, now Firebug and Firepath available. See. Otherwise, you can use page inspector. Page inspector. See. Inspect element Q. Take mouse pointer. Show this username. For this username, name locator available. Value is username small letters. Next, password. Password also name locator available. ID not available. Password value password only. Next, login. For login button, ID available. Try with ID. Give first priority to ID. TDB1. Okay. Just a minute. Inspect elements. Username. Username. Edit box. Locator. Name. Value. Username. This is only understanding purpose. Password. Edit box. Element locator. Name. Value. Password. Next. Login. Button. Locator. ID. Value. TDB1. Okay. This first test case. Okay. Mamata, come to second test case. First, prepare the groundwork. Verify manufacturer's link existence in index page of the application after login. Here, precondition. See, precondition for this test case. Log into application. First, you can follow these login steps. Otherwise, you can create login reusable component if you want to use multiple times. This is precondition. Next, here verification point. Here no normal steps, direct verification point after login. What is the verification point? Check the existence of manufacturer's link. If exists, then pass, otherwise fail. Observe, Mamata, whenever you check the existence of any element, exception required, exception handling. Mamata not responding. Mamata. Put mute, all of you put mute, except Mamata. Mamata, can you hear me? Mamata not responding. Supriya, you continue.
Yes, sir.
All
No
of
such element.
All of you put mute except Supriya. Here, whenever you want to check existence of any element, then exception required.
No such element.
Good. Just a minute. Exception handling. What is that exception? No such
element found.
Just a minute. Insert no such element. Exception. Okay. Next, come to third test case. Verify redirect functionality between admin and user interfaces. For this test case also, precondition. Tell me, Supriya, precondition for this test case.
Log into application.
Yes, log into application. Next, one normal step is there. What is that step? Click online catalog link. Click online catalog link in index page after login only. Next, verification point. Capture after redirecting. Capture the current URL and compare with expected. Here expected URL. See, somebody's making noise. Suleiman, you put mute. Suleiman, put mute. Suleiman. Expected URL. Suleiman. Say expected URL. This is the expected URL. This is the expected URL. This is third test case. Next, fourth test case. Venkat, can you hear me? Venkat. Venkat, not responding. Virat. See, what about your mics? See, otherwise,
hello, sir. Can you?
Virat, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. See, I'm taking fourth one. Where is that fourth one? Just a minute. Fourth, data-driven testing for admin. For this one also, you can follow these steps. What are the steps? General login is there na? Test steps. Just a minute. Here, input data multiple sets. Suppose source file.
Sir, is it same like yesterday's program, like
Yes,
external text?
Yesterday
Okay, sir.
independent testing. This time data-driven testing within batch testing.
Okay,
Within batch.
okay.
Source file or test data file. Test data file. Suppose input.txt. Verification point URL. Okay. Next, Selenium test batch. Create Selenium test batch. Before that, create reusable components. Create reusable components. Nothing but user defined methods. Ritesh, identify the code modularity. Identify reusable just a minute. Identify reusable components in these 4 test cases.
Sir, application login
See,
functionality.
one is launch application launch browser.
Yeah.
Suppose launch browser. This
Launch browser.
is for every test case. See
Go
here
to
we
URL.
use independent test cases. Every test case launching and closing. First launching, then performing operation, then closing. Next close application, close application. Next log into
URL.
admin also na.
Yes, sir.
Log into admin interface. All of you put mute except Ritesh. Create Selenium test batch. Create Selenium test batch. Avoid the disturbance, Ritesh. Your side some disturbance is there. Avoid that one. Create Selenium test batch. Otherwise, put mute for some time.
Yep.
Prithvi, Paul, Ritesh. Virat. You
Yes, sir.
continue, Virat. Say first create Java class. Okay. Next, first create reusable components. User defined methods before main method. See first one, launch browser. Launch browser. Say public void return type
Void.
nothing. No need to return any value, just performing operation. Here what is the performing operation? Launching the browser. Public void. Next, name, method name. For example, launch browser, open and close parenthesis. No parameters, open curly braces. Next, before this, declare WebDriver driver as global. We need to use WebDriver in different blocks of code, different code blocks. So declare as global, Virat.
Public
static WebDriver driver, any name you can use, semicolon. Import WebDriver library. Okay. Next here, driver
dot get.
not driver.get. First driver equal to create browser driver. Driver equal to
Firefox
driver open and close parenthesis semicolon. Firefox new keyword.
New Firefox, yeah.
Import Firefox, just a minute. Firefox library, Firefox browser driver. Okay. I think this statement is enough. It launches the browser with blank URL. This is launch browser. Next, close browser. Just create plain statement only. Close browser.
Driver.close.
Driver.close enough. Save. Public void close browser, open and close parenthesis semicolon, curly braces, open curly braces. Next, driver dot
close.
Okay. Next, just a minute. Admin login. Admin login. Say public void admin login of, suppose I am going to use two parameters, string username comma string password, open curly braces, close. Here write admin login normal steps. Okay, Virat, you put mute. Admin login normal steps, Supriya. First launch the admin login interface. Driver dot
Find element. Sorry, get
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 take that admin interface URL. Admin
URL.
interface URL. Just a minute. This one. Next.
Driver dot find element of
Driver dot find element of by dot
by, I think, name.
name
Yeah, name
of name value
username
username
dot send keys of
send keys of, pass the parameter username. See, values we provide in main script. Here we are just passing parameters. Okay na?
Okay, sir.
Next.
Driver dot find element of
Driver dot find element by dot same name value password
dot send keys
dot send keys
of
parameter
password.
See, pass the parameter. Next, login click.
Driver dot find element of
by dot
id
value
tdb1. Yes.
Next operation is click operation. Okay. See, this is these are normal steps. Next, after main method, first create object Saloni. Okay, Supriya.
Okay, sir.
I will take your support after some time. Saloni, continue.
Yes, sir.
Create object in this class. Create object in order to access methods, in order to call methods. Create object.
Okay, we'll like test.
Create object or instance of the class.
So what is the class name?
Class name is class 1.
Okay, sir. So class 1.
Class 1. Object name, any name, suppose obj. You can use abcd also. Next.
Equals new.
Class name.
Class 1.
Open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Okay, this is create object. Next, first test case. Test case 1. Test case 1. What is first test case? Just a minute. Test case 1. Verify admin login functionality. Just a minute. Verify admin login functionality. Next, test case 2. Just a minute, you copy entire this one. comment symbol. See, first one, admin login. Next, test case 2. Checking manufacturer's link existence. Next, third one, redirect functionality. Test case 3. Next, fourth one, test case 4. Test case 4, data driven testing. First, admin login. Saloni, for admin login, you can use
Yes, sir.
reusable components. Next, you need to write some more normal steps or verification points. You need to add some more steps. First, first you use reusable components. Next, you add some code based on your requirement. First, launch browser. Launch browser. How to launch browser? Here we have this one. User defined method is there now. Launch the browser.
Yes, sir.
Obj dot
Obj dot
type L,
browse
select launch
launch.
browser. Okay. Next, call admin login. Obj dot admin login. Provide values for parameters. Suppose admin. Next, admin at 1, 2, 3. Okay. See, this admin login having normal steps only, no verification point. You add those steps. What are the steps? After login, you capture the URL string. URL equals to driver dot get current URL
Yep.
semicolon. Next, write verification point. Say in this test case, we are using some reusable components and writing code also. If continue Saloni.
If
If
driver dot
you continue Ritesh. If
Sir, URL equals
URL is string object. URL dot equals. Here provide the expected. We already did that one. Where is the expected? First one, expected URL. This is the expected URL. Index page. Equals, open curly braces. Next, write any meaningful message. Suppose test case 1. Test case 1.
passed.
Admin login successful passed. Admin login. Admin login successful passed. Next, else, open curly brace. Next, admin login unsuccessful. Unsuccessful means failed. Just a minute. Admin login unsuccessful. Failed. Failed. Next, after this curly brace, close browser. For that, user defined method is there, obj dot close browser. Okay, run the program. Only one test case, admin login using reusable components. Why it is not closing? Okay. Observe Ritesh, test case 1, admin login successful passed now.
Yes, sir.
Next, continue Ritesh, test case 2, just a minute. Test case 2.
Yeah. Verify manufacturer's link.
For this, what are the precondition? Precondition admin login na?
Login, yes.
Precondition is admin login. Okay. Obj dot launch browser. Next, obj dot admin login.
Admin login.
Next, just a minute, values admin. Next, admin at 1 2 3. Next, check the link existence after login. Check the link existence. That is link na. You can use visible text. Just a minute. Admin at 1 2 3. This is manufacturer's link. Inspect the element. Okay, link only. Here it is showing HTML reference. Link only.
Driver dot.
Just a minute. Write condition directly. Condition if
driver
driver
find element
dot find element by link text of link text value. See, manufacturers dot is displayed equal to true. Equal to true true default na.
Yes, sir.
True is default. You no need to write true. Otherwise, you can write equal to true. Just a minute. How to write equal to true? Equal to true.
Equal. Yeah.
Double equal. Otherwise, true is default.
Optional.
Default one, you no need to write this one. Okay. Just a minute. Here enter any meaningful message. Control space enter. Test case 2. Test case 2. What is that one? Manufacturers. Manufacturers link exists. Next, else, just a minute, open curly braces, not exists. Link exists, status of the result, passed. Else, see, avoid the disturbance, Ritesh.
No.
Continuous sounds from your side. Test case to manufacture link not exists. Next, failed.
Also, we have to add the exception, right?
Exception required. Okay, that I will show. First, execute these two test cases. Just a minute. Close the browser. obj close browser. Now two test cases. Run the program. Login successful. Okay. Manufacturer's link exists passed. Suppose negative. Say usually for negative testing we use invalid input. Suppose if no input for any test case, that time you change the expected. Suppose instead of manufacturers, just manufacturing. Both will fail. Run the program. First login failed but closed and showing output. But second one, after login, it's not checking the link. Link not exists, so no such element exception. Handle the exception. Just a minute. First change the input. Admin here manufacturers. Write a exception, Ritesh. Just a minute. Mamata, can you hear me? Mamata. Pradvipal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Pradvipal. Next, you have to guide me. Next test case. Continue, Ritesh. Write exception.
Sir,
First,
before if
try, open curly braces. Next, after if condition, close curly braces. Okay.
yes, sir.
Next, instead of else part, write
Okay.
catch block.
Yeah.
Catch, open parenthesis, element exception name. No such
No,
element.
such-
No such element exception. Suppose exception name E. Open curly braces. Import no such element from Java util. Okay. Instead of this one else part, we used catch block. Try catch block. Now run the program. Suppose manufacturer. Run the program. First admin login successful passed. Next element existence after login. After login. It's not closing. Still no such element. Unable to locate element.
Sir, can we use the thread.slip?
Pardon?
Can we use the thread.slip synchronization before verification point?
Synchronization point. Actually not required. Okay, try. Before where?
Before verification point. So if try before
Thread
try.
dot sleep. Suppose auto throws declaration. Okay. Close browser. Run the program. First login. Verification over. Next. Checking the link existence after login. Still problem. Unable to locate element link text manufacturer. Observe Ritesh, there is a problem. Find element by dot link text. Try catch block OK. Catch no such element.
Can we use the XPath instead?
Pardon?
Can we use the XPath instead of link text?
Link text enough na. Earlier it executed na. Earlier it executed. Instead of catch, we used no such element exception. Exception E. Next code. Why it is not executing? Just a minute. Just a minute. Suppose manufacturers run the program. After 3 seconds, closed. Say if it is correct expected, it is showing link exists passed. What about this one? Run the program. Exception. No such element. Unable to locate link text. Selector Yahoo. You told now. What is that one? Use XPath. I think that is not the problem. Just try.
Yep.
Yesterday we used that exception. Just a minute. Fire path. If you use XPath, what will happen? You have to change the, suppose if you want to change the expected, how to change?
Yeah, that is true, sir.
So here XPath is not preferable. Link text only. Just some small.
Sir, yesterday also we got problem, no, sir.
No. Yesterday exception executed na.
Whenever we try to use the link existence, we got the problem, sir.
No, yesterday we executed. What Ritesh, did you observe yesterday exception worked na?
Yes, sir.
One small problem is there. Catch block okay. Curly brace. Where is that problem? Catch. Try catch. Suppose link. Okay, that we will check later. Anyhow, it is positive scenario. It is working. Exception, some small problem. Just a minute. Next, come to third test case. Prithvipal, come to third test case. What is the third test case? Verify redirect functionality between admin and user interfaces. First, launch the application. Launch. Next, admin login. Suppose admin. Next, admin at 123. Next, continue. Prithvipal. Prithvipal not responding. Okay, you continue. Saloni.
Yes, sir.
Third test case, verify redirect functionality after login. You click this one, online catalog link. You continue, Supriya.
Yes, sir. Can we locate the element for online catalog?
Online catalog is link.
Oh, okay. Link text.
Just a minute. See href, HTML reference is there now.
Yes, sir.
It is link.
Okay. If
What if
driver.
first click now?
Yeah,
Driver
yes, sir.
dot
Driver dot find element of by dot link text of that value.
What is that value? Online catalog.
Dot click.
Okay. Dot click. Okay. Next. Now check verification point. If before that capture the URL.
Yes, sir.
String
Suppose
URL
any
to
variable name URL to
equals to
driver dot
get current URL. Just a minute. Safe side. Use sleep before capturing. Okay. Next, if
yes, compare
URL
with
compare URL2 dot equals
of
equals
that
of
value.
on that user interface URL.
Yes, sir.
We already take that
We
one.
already
Where is that one? Up to this one.
Yes, sir.
Up to build 3. See, click online catalog. See, up to build 3.
Build 3. Yes, sir.
Build 3.
Then display statement.
Open curly braces. Next, any meaningful message. Suppose
Online catalog link exists or something
not
like that.
exists. Redirecting to user interface.
Yeah.
This is user interface. Observe. Before this, admin interface.
Yes,
This
sir.
is redirecting to admin from admin to user.
Oh, okay.
That is the functionality. Suppose test case 3.
3.
Test case
Redirecting.
3. Redirecting. See.
Between admin to user.
Redirecting from admin to user interface. Passed. Next.
Else statement.
Else. Just a minute. Open curly braces. Suppose if it is not redirecting, failed. Just a minute. Why it is not? Not redirecting from admin to user interface. That scenario failed. Now you execute these three test cases. See, one exception handling pending,
Yes, sir.
remaining executing. Okay, you executing positive scenarios. Run the program. I will check that exception. Some problem is there. Yesterday executed. See, first test case 1 login successful. See, batch testing, executing series of tests continuously. Manufacturer link exists. Next, redirection from admin to user interface. I didn't write close statement. Okay, I didn't write close statement for this third test case. Redirecting from admin to user interface passed. Observe Supriya, all three cases executed and passed now.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute.
Sir, can we take negative scenario in this test case 3?
Test case 3. Yes. Here for test case 3, no invalid, no input na.
Yes, sir.
No input. That time you change the expected. Suppose my expected different. Suppose just build one. Change the expected.
Okay, sir. It will show the else.
Next. Close statement. Obj dot
close browser.
Okay, first two test cases will pass, third will be failed. Run the program. First passed. Second test case after 3 seconds passed. Third test case. After 3 seconds. It is not closing. Closed. Observe Supriya, not redirected from admin to user interface.
Yes, sir, we got it. Yes, sir.
Just a minute. See, 3 test cases executing. Now concentrate on, just a minute, manufacturers, admin, this one. Now Prithvipal Singh.
Yes, sir.
Now guide me last one. First 3 test cases, normal test cases. Only single iteration for every test case. Single iteration. Suppose for 4th test case, data driven test case, multiple iterations. You guide me first. Prepare. Yesterday we discussed data driven testing for independent test case. This time data driven testing within batch testing. In this test batch, 4 test cases, 3 test cases normal test cases, 1 test case data driven test case. First create test data file. Suppose all of you put mute except Prithvipal. File name input. Suppose username, password. Create test data. Suppose
Valid
admin comma space admin at 123. This is valid input. Next admin. Next India at 123. This is invalid password. Next admin comma space admin at 123. This is again valid. Next, admin. Okay, first execute 3, only one negative, then we will add. See here, one business rule is there now. After
Yes,
3
sir.
failed attempts, it will block the user for 5 minutes. Okay, I am using 3 inputs, 3 records. First record valid, second record invalid, third record again valid. Okay, next come to the test case. Read data, fourth test case. Read data. First open the file in read mode.
Yes, sir.
Open the file in read mode. File reader class. Create object in file reader class. File of not of equal to new
I read
file reader. Saloni, observe. Yesterday we did this example. Once again, concentrate. Some complexity is there.
Yes, sir.
Here you have to provide file path. Test data file path.
So, security.
You also observe, Supriya.
Yes, sir. I'm
Use
seeing.
2 slashes or 1 forward slash. Okay. Next, import file reader library from java.io package. Next, safe side, it is asking throws declaration, auto exception. Okay. File not found exception. Next, create
Sir, now,
buffered reader instance for reading the text. Buffered reader, suppose BR, or you can use ABC also. By passing the file reader instance, new buffered reader of, continue Pradvipal,
sir, input.
File.
By passing the file reader instance, import buffered reader, semicolon. Okay. See, file reader object for opening the file in read mode, buffered reader object for reading the text. Next, loop structure. Before loop, here in this test data file, first line is not test data, column header. You have to read from second line. For that, you take one variable, suppose count, integer type. Int count equals to 0, initial value 0. Next, while loop. While, continue Supriya, while, here I am taking one
Variable.
more variable, line global variable or string type. Suppose string type variable. Just a minute. Suppose public static string line. Okay. Continue Supriya. While
line equals to BR.
just a minute. While line equals to
BR dot readline method.
BR is buffered reader object dot read line method. Next
Is not equals to null.
not equals to null. After this one, not
Then
equals to null means read up to end of the file, open curly braces.
count plus plus
Just a minute, add throws. Next, while next
increase the count.
count
Count
equal
plus
to
plus.
count
Count
equal
equals
to
to
count plus
count
plus
plus
or count plus 1 semicolon. Next, write condition if count greater than 1 means from second line, greater than 1. Next, if count greater than 1, you read that line into you read the already we read the line into line variable. You split that variable. Why? Here in this file, every line having except first line, every line having two fields. First one is username, second one is password. Every line having two fields. We need to read the line. We already read the line into line variable. Then split the line based on delimiter. Here delimiter is comma space. Split the line. You take here more than one value na. Take string array, string
array
uh, square brackets.
input
Suppose array name input data equals to
line dot
line dot just a minute, line dot split method
open parenthesis
delimiter comma space comma how many pieces, line into two pieces na, so two semicolon. Next, login, admin login required. Before admin login for launch browser also na, launch browser also. Obj dot launch browser. Next, admin login, obj dot admin login. Reusable components available. Here pass parameters. Pradipal Singh.
Yes, sir. Username.
Instead of username,
admin at 123.
no. Data driven testing na.
Yes, sir.
Ritesh.
Input data 01, sir.
Yes. Input data of 0. This is username.
Yes.
Any confusion, Supriya?
No, sir.
See, we are reading that line into, we are splitting the line and storing into input data. Input data having two values. First value, username, 0 index. Second value, password, that is 1 index, index 1. Input data of 1.
Index 1.
Okay na? Next, admin login, okay. As usual, in that admin login, no verification point, only normal steps. Insert verification point. Before verification point, capture the URL string. Suppose URL 3 equals to driver dot get current URL semicolon. Next, write condition if URL 3 dot equals that admin index page, this one. Open curly braces. Next, just a minute. Okay. Enter meaningful message.
Just
Suppose admin
admin page
login
successful passed.
successful passed. Else unsuccessful failed. Else unsuccessful. Admin login unsuccessful
Successful
failed. Okay. Next, close browser at end after this condition. Obj dot
dot close
type C, select close browser. Okay. Four curly braces closed. This one for condition. This one for if condition with this one for loop. Observe Supriya. 98th line close curly brace. Verification point close na. Else close.
Yes.
99.
Yes, sir. Else close. 99. If condition.
If condition close. Next 100.
100.
when no.
While is there na.
Yeah. While.
While loop. Next main method.
Main method.
One more required or not? Total class. Okay, you try to execute this one. Last test case only. Remaining all are comment. First test case. 36 line 2. This one. Add block comment. Only fourth test case. Observe Ritesh. Only fourth test case. Run the program. Not executing anything. Look at the problem. OBJ misplacement, I think, browser. You take this one. You place after if. Run the program. Still, what is the problem? Here, create object okay. Launch browser also okay. Try to locate the problem, Ritesh. First we created file reader, buffer reader, next int count. Next we opened while loop, count, if statement. Next launch browser.
Count greater than 1. Sir, count plus plus. Is it a count plus 1 or a count plus plus?
You just take that one. Run the program. Not launching. Both are same. Count plus plus are count plus plus and count. Oh, browser problem. Just a minute.
Count is 0.
Browser problem.
Okay.
My mission browser problem. Okay. Use another browser.
Chrome.
Chrome. Suppose Chrome browser. Where here WebDriver. This one launch browser. browser corrupted. Next, instantiate system dot set property. Next,
WebDriver dot
WebDriver
Chrome
dot Chrome
dot driver
dot driver
comma and the path.
Just a minute. E forward slash Chrome. What is the driver name? Just a minute.
Chrome driver, sir.
In my machine formatted, no driver available. Just download the Chrome driver. Guide me, Pradvipal. Go to Selenium HQ.
Yes, SQ org.
HQ.org. Download tab. Here, scroll down.
Third party, yeah, just Google Chrome down.
Here, Google Chrome driver. Click this one. Here, driver, Chrome driver, Win32. Okay, Chrome driver. Now available in E.
Okay.
Chrome driver dot exe semicolon. What is the problem?
I think it's a backward slash.
Backward slash. Otherwise, 2 forward slashes. This is not backward slash. This is forward slash only. Otherwise, 2 backward slashes. Okay. This driver. Now try to run the program. Observe, Supriya, earlier browser problem, na? That is environment issue.
Yes, sir. Now it is executing.
Now it is executing. Admin login successful passed.
Yes, sir. Chrome opened.
Next, second iteration failed. Third iteration again passed. We used positive. Okay, na data driven testing also, data driven test case also executing na, Pradvipal?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now execute all test cases. Just a minute. Before that, you write iteration variable test case 4. One iteration variable, Ritesh. Iteration, I want iteration. Test case 1. Next, iteration. You add one variable. Suppose I.
Iteration equal to 0.
Pardon?
No.
For iterations, one variable. Just a minute. This is again I. It is not taking.
You said you have to declare.
Declare variable na. Suppose
is equal to.
We can use the count as well, right?
Count. Take that count. Count first time 2 na.
Yeah, so we can use count minus 1, right?
Count minus 1. It is not taking concatenating. Observe.
Sir, do we need to use parentheses for that count minus 1?
Count minus 1, that is variable na. Again concatenate.
Yeah.
Still test case 4 iteration
Now it's checking, right?
Pardon?
No. Oh, still it has having issue.
Still it is showing iteration.
Yes.
Just a minute. No. Misplacement.
Try with the parenthesis, like curly.
Just a minute. You close this one. Plus count -1 again plus still.
Open the parenthesis
Just
after
a minute.
plus.
1 how many opened? 1 just a minute.
2 opened, 3 closed, sir. One extra closed.
Just a minute. Still error. Identify.
One extra closed, sir.
One extra closed. Why?
Yes.
This one
After
extra.
passed, yeah, after passed there is 2 closed. We don't need 2 closed.
Still.
Sir, count -1. It should be in curly braces or.
No. Count is variable, no curly braces. Count is variable. Just a minute. Otherwise, count -1. Just a minute. You remove all these. Admin login passed. Suppose count -1 plus count -1 plus
Sir, what is the functionality of this count -1, sir? Why
iterations.
we are
Iterations.
already it executed, no, sir?
Executed, okay. How it is showing? Just admin login successful passed. Admin login. Suppose I want first iteration, second iteration, third iteration.
Okay.
Just wait. Count. Okay. Count -1. Just run the program. It will show 1, 2, 3. I want iteration also. Suppose iteration. It's not taking this one. Operator use it for the argument types. Yes, string. Okay. Anyhow, this is only for user friendliness. First login. One iterations.
Yes, sir, for more clarity.
Second iteration. Third iteration. It is showing iteration number now.
Yes, sir.
That's why I used it. You add some more string also to this one. Ritesh, suppose test case
Okay.
4. It's not accepting. Why it is? Suppose if you use like this, what will happen? Okay, good. Iteration. Now observe Supriya.
Yes, sir.
See, clarity. Run the program once again.
Sir, 2 count minus 1, count minus 1.
Else part.
Oh, okay.
Second iteration failed. In the else part also we need to use iteration, otherwise it won't show na.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Observe. Test case 4 iteration 1 passed, iteration 2 failed, iteration 3
Passed.
passed. Here if you want to use iteration, okay, some more clarity, or you can use, okay. Now execute all test cases, all test cases. Observe Saloni, execute all test cases. Remove this comment. Source, remove block comment. Now run the program. The first login, general test case, one iteration only, closed. Next, link existence. After here wait also there, closed. Next, all of you put mute. Third one, redirect to user interface from admin. Here also sleep time is there. Some synchronization problem. See, fourth, data driven testing. Last iteration. Observe Supriya.
Yes, sir.
Fourth
Got
test
it.
case, iteration 1 passed, iteration
Sir,
2,
why this third iteration failed? I think we
not
gave.
third iteration, third test case, don't confuse. That I will explain. Now you focus on fourth test case. Fourth test case, how many iterations?
3.
3. See, iteration 1 passed, we used valid input. Iteration 2 failed, we used invalid input. With iteration 3 again failed. Why?
Yeah, this is what I'm telling, sir.
Okay. Why it failed? She is unable to execute after login. String URL get current URL. Suppose use some sleep time thread dot sleep. Next, here third case also problem. Redirection. Just a minute. Okay, run the batch. Run the test batch test batch once again. Selenium test batch. All of you put mute, avoid the disturbance. First test case, admin login. Unsuccessful. What is the problem? Admin login unsuccessful.
It is locked for 5 minutes now.
Pardon?
The system is locked for next 5 minutes.
Oh, 3 over.
So,
3 attempts over. We executed several times now.
Yes.
Okay, that is the problem, I think. We just wait. Supriya. Here one business rule is there now in this application. What is that business rule?
Yes, sir. Login attempts.
Login attempts. Maximum login attempts 3 only na.
Yes, sir.
That may interrupt. Just wait. Before that, you try to understand the logic. Observe Saloni. This is batch testing and data driven testing within batch testing. In this test batch, we have 4 test cases. 3 normal test cases means single iteration, and 4th one multiple iterations means data driven testing within batch testing.
Batch testing.
Here try to understand. See, first 3 test cases normal. Try to understand this data driven test case. Any confusion or any issue? Observe. What is the file reader instance? What is the purpose of file reader?
To read file.
Read file. Pradvepal, what is the file read? What is the file reader instance purpose?
So is open to file.
Open a text file. It opens a text file in read mode.
In read mode. Yes.
Read mode. What is the buffered reader instance? Purpose of buffered reader?
To read
writing the text into file.
Pardon?
Writing the text into file.
Concentrate, Saloni. Concentrate. What we are writing here? We are just reading the input data. Here object name also meaningful. Reader. Class name also meaningful. Reader. Why you are telling writing? What is writing? Concentrate. Buffered reader instance. It reads.
Read the data.
It reads data. Reading. First file reader just opening file in read mode. Read mode. Next, here observe. In our test data file, first line is not test data. That is header. That's why we are skipping that line. We are taking one variable, count variable. Then we are reading from second line. Count greater than 1 means second line only. Next, one more thing. In our test data file, every line having 2 fields. One is username, another is password. Here delimiter is comma space. Not only comma space, you can use any delimiter and you specify that delimiter in the program here, where within this double quotes. Here we are splitting the line based on the delimiter. How many pieces? 2 pieces, and storing into array, string type array. Why? Username, password, string type data. We are storing into string type array. Next, here in this input data array, we are storing two fields. First field index 0, input data of 0. Next, second field input data of 1. Suppose in our test data file 4 fields are there. Here you split into 4 pieces and write input data of 0, input data of 1, input data of 2, input data of 3, like that. Next, we are just here for iteration. See, multiple iteration number purpose I used count variable. Okay, observe Saloni. Any confusion?
No, sir.
You, Supriya,
Yes, sir.
any confusion?
No, sir, I'm fine, sir.
Next, Virat. Virat, we created reusable components. Using reusable components, nothing but user defined methods. Using reusable components, we created test cases, some normal test cases and one data driven test case. We read data, test data from external text file. Okay, Virat. Okay. Next, Mamata not responding. Mamata not responding. Prithvipal okay. Venkat, are you okay? Okay, okay, Venkat. Now try to run. Ritesh, shall we run this script?
Yes, sir. It's already 5 minutes
Already
now.
5 minutes. Run the program. Now successful passed. Next, second case also passed. Second test case. Next, executing third test case, redirecting from admin interface to user interface. Admin interface to user interface. We used sleep time, safe side, failed. See, data driven testing running. Last iteration for fourth test case. Over. Observe Supriya. First observe the data driven test case.
Yes, sir.
Test case for 3 iterations na.
Yes, sir.
First iteration
Valid data.
valid data passed. Second iteration invalid data, so failed. Okay. Third iteration again valid data passed. Okay. Fourth test case okay. First test case login successful passed. Second test case manufacturer's link exist passed. Next, third test case some problem, not redirected from admin to user interface failed. See, some problem is there. What is that problem? Look at the problem in third test case. Test case 3.
Online catalog.
You are clicking the online catalog link. Now you just execute that one. Just execute third test case. Just execute third test case.
Yes, sir.
Create object. Okay. This one. Comment first 2 test cases. Comment first 2 test cases. Source. Add. Next, comment fourth test case also. Fourth test case. Okay. Next, run the third test case only. Run. Oh, some errors. What is that error?
One curly brace.
Curly brace. We are not using loop now.
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
only 2 curly braces for third test case. Run the program. Build 3 failed. Observe. Earlier we used incorrect
Invalid.
expectation for negative
Yes.
checking. You asked now for negative scenario. That's why I changed that build 1 to build 3. Incorrect expected. That's why it is showing failed status. Actually, it is not
Yes, sir.
failed, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Here the problem. Build 1 what is the actual value? Build 3.
Build 3.
Build 3. Okay, problem. Okay, now run the program once again. Just to confirm. See, incorrect expectation. That's why problem. I forgot that one. See, we used some. Now pass it now.
Yes, sir.
Now execute all test cases. All test cases. Suppose uncomment. First 2 test cases uncomment. Resource remove block comment. Next fourth one also. Fourth one observe Saloni. Source remove block comment. Next 2 more curly braces required. Close curly braces. Now it's okay. Observe Saloni. Now we are going to
Yes,
execute all test cases.
yes, sir.
Run the program. First test case admin login. Successful passed. Second test case checking link existence after login. Manufacturer's link existence. Next third test case. All of you put mute. Avoid the disturbance. Third test case. See, third case also passed. Next, fourth test case, data-driven test case. Data-driven test case. First iteration successful passed. Second iteration, we used invalid input. It should fail. Failed. Next, last iteration. Last iteration. What is the problem? Some browser issue. Oh shit. Browser issue. Just a minute. Observe once again. Browser not responding. What is the problem? Close this one. Run the program. Login successful. checking the link existence. Redirecting. Next, data-driven test case. First iteration. Next, second iteration. Failed. Next, last iteration. Last iteration. Okay. Earlier I opened that input file. Observe Saloni.
Yes, sir.
Selenium batch testing. Test batch execution. Observe. Just a minute. Batch testing. Test case 1. Passed na?
Yes, sir.
Test case 2. Passed. Test case 3. Redirecting from admin to user interface. Passed na? Next, test
Yes.
case 4. Test case 4 having 3 iterations. First iteration, we used valid input, passed. Second iteration, we used invalid input, failed. Third iteration, we used valid input, passed. Okay na?
Yes, sir.
See, first 3 test cases, single iteration. Last test case, fourth test case, multiple iterations. See, data-driven testing within batch testing. Data-driven testing within batch testing. Okay, now Supriya, I'm going to close the session. Any queries, Supriya?
Yes, sir. I have a question, sir. Here we are executing 4 test cases in a series, like one by one. If I want to execute 4 test cases parallel, so is it possible?
See, here we are not discussing parallel test execution. Parallel test execution is different. For that, we have to use testing framework support or Selenium grid tool. Here we are not able to execute test cases in parallel. And one more limitation also there. Here we cannot control the test execution process. As per the code, as per the program flow, it will execute. Here we cannot prioritize the test cases. But in TestNG, if we use either JUnit or TestNG framework, then we can prioritize the test cases. Suppose I want to execute first data-driven testing, next one link existence, next, like that you can prioritize. Here no framework, no Selenium grid tool. We are just using Selenium WebDriver and Java programming. Here we cannot prioritize test cases. As per this code sequence, it will execute. And one more thing, here we cannot execute test cases in parallel, only one by one.
Okay, sir. So in Selenium WebDriver, we cannot execute parallelly.
Yes.
That's what
with the help of TestNG framework or JUnit framework, we can execute in parallel.
Okay, sir.
Without framework, we cannot execute. Okay, na?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
And
thank you, sir.
One more limitation also I explained. What is that one? What is that second limitation?
Without
No. We cannot control the test execution process. Means we cannot prioritize the test cases, isn't it?
Yeah, it will go
as per
like program
code sequence.
Flow. Yes, sir.
As per this code sequence, it will execute. Here first login, next checking link existence, next third test case. What is the third? Redirect functionality. Last one, data-driven testing. Suppose I want first redirect functionality, next data-driven testing. No, we cannot prioritize. If you want to prioritize test cases, means if you want to control the test execution process, you need to use framework annotations, testing framework, either JUnit or TestNG, that we will discuss later. Here,
Okay, sir.
You can conduct batch testing, but no prioritization and no parallel test case execution. Okay, na? Any other queries?
Okay. No, sir. That's it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Ritesh, I'm going to close the session for the week. Any queries?
No, sir, I'm good.
Cool.
Thank you.
Pradvip, okay, welcome. Pradvipal Singh,
Yes, sir. I'm good, sir. Thank you.
welcome. Saloni,
I'm okay, sir. Thank you.
okay, cool. And you practice 1 or 2 times, then you can get more clarity. What about you, Supriya? Okay. Venkat, okay, Venkat, welcome. Virat,
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
welcome. Okay, we'll meet on Monday, same time. Thank you.